In the 1940s and 1950s, Cuba stood out in Latin America as a nation of prosperity achieved without oil wealth or vast territory. With just over 6 million inhabitants, it ranked third in the region in per capita income, behind only Venezuela and Argentina, both of which were blessed with abundant natural resources. The Cuban peso was pegged 1-to-1 with the United States dollar, a reflection of a currency as stable as that of the world's strongest economy. Literacy approached 80%, among the highest rates in the hemisphere, and life expectancy reached 63 years, comparable to many European nations. Cuba also had the third highest number of cars per capita in Latin America, more televisions per household than any other country in the region, and one of the densest telephone networks. By the late 1950s, Havana boasted more movie theaters than any city in Latin America and more cabarets, clubs and restaurants per capita than even New York. Crucially, this prosperity was not built on petroleum or mineral windfalls, but on agricultural efficiency, innovation and hard work. By contrast, communist Cuba after 1959 has collapsed by every measurable standard. The ration book, introduced in 1962, still exists more than 6 decades later. Scarcity has become so severe that citizens search through garbage to eat, something unheard of before the revolution. Whereas prostitution in pre-revolutionary Cuba was largely concentrated among immigrants, today poverty has driven even men to sell themselves to foreign tourists. The peso has collapsed through repeated devaluations. Black markets dominate survival. Life expectancy has stagnated. Infant mortality statistics are manipulated. And the much-celebrated literacy rate, a continuation of pre-revolutionary progress, masks the reality that university graduates drive taxis or flee abroad. The human toll has been far more tragic. Over 100,000 Cubans were executed by firing squad or disappeared without a trace. Countless thousands more drowned in the Florida Straits trying to escape the island prison. Millions were driven into exile, scattering families across Miami, Madrid, New York, and beyond. This forced diaspora, combined with the repression and terror at home, is among the largest in the history of the Western Hemisphere. Placed side by side, the two eras speak for themselves. Pre-revolutionary Cuba offered prosperity, stability, and growth without vast resources. Communist Cuba inherited that foundation and produced only scarcity, repression, bloodshed, and decay. The decline cannot be excused by geography or circumstance. It is the direct result of an ideology that destroyed initiative, freedom, and prosperity. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button.